All right, it's Bill here. Here's my thoughts on a 3-2 victory for the Toronto Maple Leafs over the Nashville Predators. This game, there's a saying in hockey that you got to play the full 60 minutes. If you don't play the full 60 minutes, you're not going to win. The Leafs did not play 60 minutes. They played 8. They played 8 minutes tonight, and they won the game 3-2. Craziness. This is not a good sign. This is a game against Chicago. Now, again, oh, Bill, we got 2 points. Why are you so negative? Why am I so negative? Okay, I'm happy that they got the points. I am happy. This is good. Usually we don't get the points. However, if I'm critiquing the way that the Leafs played the game tonight, frankly, that second period, what were the shots on that? 6-2? I don't think a pass was made by either team that hit the stick of their team. There was a point where I believe Johnny Tay had put 4 in a row to the wrong team. And they handed it right back to Nylander, who handed it back to them, who handed it back to the... It was just disgusting hockey. The last 10 minutes of that second period, I wanted to throw up. I was thinking about the video and how, honestly, I was trying to figure out what was the best way of describing it. And I think the description I was going to use was, when you feel like you're just at that point where you're about to puke. That's what it felt like watching that hockey game. And again, thinking about the people that pay for it. And then the third period, they show up for 8 minutes. Matthews 2 goals, power play goal for William Nylander. Call it a night. Call it a day. They win. First of all, I'm going to give Chief Craig Strongbow a little bit of credit, but I'm not going to give him credit for this. Back in the lineup, Ryan Reaves, who did absolutely nothing tonight. Would you like to know the Ryan Reaves report? Here we go. Are you ready? 0, 0, 0, 0. Apparently he had a shot on net. Now that shot on net was he shot it from his blue line, which was an icing call, and it hit the net, or it would have been an icing call. That was a shot on net. Now, apparently he had 3 hits, and if he had 3 hits, I'm Tom Cruise. He didn't hit anything tonight. Now, these same people that gave Ryan Reaves the 3 hits gave Fraser Minton 7. Okay. Fraser Minton had 7 hits tonight. Woo! Who's scoring the hits? Ryan or Fraser's dad? Which one? There was no hits in this game. This was a gentlemanly game. There was 1 hit on Dewar, and then Dewar threw a hit. How many hits did Dewar have? Said 3. I at least saw Dewar make a hit. It was the only thing to get cheering about in that second period. He got hit. He nailed another guy. Woo! Man, this was just a bad hockey game for 52 minutes of what I watched. But the Leafs won a game in 8 minutes. So take away that saying you can win a game in 60 minutes, or you need to work hard the whole 60 minutes. No, you don't. Not when you're playing the Nashville overrated, go get some free agent Predators. You can just play 8 minutes, get 3 goals, call it a day. Let's talk about, first of all, the Predators. I hope the Leafs take the model that don't do what the Predators do, but do what the Vegas Golden Knights do, and do what the Tampa Bay Lightning did. They recognize that Steve Stamkos is at the end of his career. They realize Jonathan Marchessault is worth nothing. Let them walk. Are Vegas a bad team right now? Are Tampa Bay going to make the playoffs? Guess who ain't making the playoffs? And the Nashville Predators are going to be so good because they signed... This is the old 1998, 2000 friggin' Toronto Maple Leafs go sign... You get lucky with a Gary Roberts here and there, but you get unlucky with... Well, not unlucky. You're just stupid to sign, old players. It's not going to work. It can't work. So hats off to Tampa Bay and hats off to Vegas for... And, of course, those players got upset, went to the media and said how upset they were. I don't think Vegas and Tampa Bay care how upset they are right now. They did the right thing. The Leafs need to think about that come the end of the year. It's nice and all, but thanks for your contributions, but I think we can get better. Anyways, let's get into the first goal. So again, Wall, fantastic. Goaltending, fantastic. Defense, not as fantastic tonight, but the goaltending was fantastic. Let's talk about the first goal. It broke the law of physics. I was taking a look at my Newton's law and Ohm's law, and I'm trying to think of all the laws. It broke every single one of them. It hit something, went up in the air. No one knew where it was. Now, Riley and Myers should have played that a lot better. When you lose the puck, you find a man. The only person who didn't lose the puck was Marchessault. He saw the puck. He shot it in. He saw it bounce around. He went exactly where the puck was, landed right in front of the crease, bangs it home, 1-0. I was hearing all day about how Nashville has had the worst puck luck. That seemed to be pretty good puck luck right there for Jonathan Marchessault, who bangs it home. But again, I would prefer the defense not to go looking for a puck that they can't find. Go find a person that's around and just take them, and then wherever the puck lands, but you take the player. I think that's the way you're supposed to play defense. Again, it was Myers and Riley looking for the puck. And then, I don't know how to describe from that point forward. When was that goal scored? Maybe 10 minutes into the first period. Let's see. 5 minutes into the first period. Man, oh man, that was some tough watching for the rest of the first period and the second period. Just tough watch. This was a game of shinny. I could have gone down to the Adult Safety Hockey League and found a more contact game. Man, it was bad. Honestly, second period, I think shots on net were 6-2. Come on. And all of a sudden, I will give Chief J. Strongbow, this is the time. Now, he can't stay with it, but you had no one going tonight. Now, another thing, Pontus Holmberg. How many times did Pontus Holmberg get the puck in a good spot, and he didn't do nothing with it? He had one where he tried to pass it back to Marner on a 2-on-1. Pontus Holmberg touched he could not do a thing offensively with the puck. You cannot have Pontus Holmberg on your first two lines. Yes, he's responsible defensively. He showed that in the third period. Just don't put on. You can't. I know we got injuries. I know. Nick Robertson had a horrible night. I understand this, but you can't have Pontus Holmberg taking passes from Mitch Marner in prime positions and not doing anything with it. So they threw Fraser Minton up there. Not that, at least it was better. Apparently he threw 7 hits. But anyways, third period starts, 30 seconds in, Matthews scores on a beautiful play by Riley around the boards to see Marner, Mitchie Vitano out to Austin, Matthews, tappy, and it's 1-1. I just laughed. I was just thinking of the Nashville Predators, how bad you are. You've just played a low-event game. Is that what they call it, a low-event game? And they fired around the board. 30 seconds in, it's 1-1. And your only goal of the game is the laws of physics were broken to get it in the net. And then shortly after that, you got another Austin Matthews. I think it was a weird play. It was a nice play by Mitchie, getting it to him. I think Matthews made the pass and was trying to get the puck back to then take a shot. Anyways, when he tried to get it back, UC Saros gave his best impression of Alan Bester, and it's 2-1. And then power play, and then you're 5-on-3, and Matthew Nyes makes a hell of a play between his legs over to Nylander. It's 3-1. And 5 minutes into the third period, it's 3-1. If you're the Nashville Predators, what the hell just happened? Man, that team is... They got Yossi. I thought Yossi played a good game. I really actually enjoyed watching him play. But man, they've got overrated forwards out there. A lot of them. And B is a B. The Leafs played 8 minutes of hockey because after that, Nashville took it over and started bringing it in. And again, they got a really nice break with a bounce puck. But again, the Leafs, in terms of their physical presence in front of the net, that was just lousy. And Mark Jankowski scored to make it 3-2. And then you had the Austin Matthews. I'm going to hold Austin Matthews to account. I know he's going for a hat trick. You still get over the red line before he fires puck. Caused an icing, and then Stamkos passed it to nobody. That took 20 seconds off the clock, and the Leafs end up winning. Although, I will, I think I had a nice chuckle at the end of the game. Mitchie throws a bomb up there. I've never seen Johnny T skate so fast. He was burning rubber to try to score a goal, a cheap one into the empty net. Unfortunately, it was 1 second. He scored 1 second after the game. But have you ever seen what we need to do is put an open net at the other end all the time, and Johnny T will lay down the wheels. When it doesn't matter, he puts on the wheels. When he can get a cheap point, let her rip, boys. It's embarrassing, actually, is what it is. But anyways, whatever. But the thing that Chief Craig Strongbow did tonight, he switched the lines. He put Marner with Matthews. Please don't keep it that way. But I understand why you do it in a game like this, because no one was going. And that little combination struck for 2 goals, got a power play, and it's the Leafs win 3-2. Thank you, Joseph Wall. Thank you for playing 8 minutes, Toronto Maple Leafs. And probably in that 8 minutes, do you know how much ice time Ryan Reaves had in that 8 minutes? 0, 0, 0. Just like his stats. And if someone could show me the 3 hits that Ryan Reaves threw tonight and the shot on net, the only shot on net I saw was the icing that hit the goalie. I'm guessing that's the shot on net. But if you could show me his 3 hits and how he played tough and all that, just please put it in the comments below. Maybe you can direct me. I've got the game on tape, so you can just tell me where to go in the game. If it's PVR, tell me it's like the hour 40 mark where he throws a hit. I'd love to know where those 3 hits came from. And I'd love to know where Fraser Minton's 7 hits. I can think of maybe 2. But apparently he got 7. Great stuff. Anyways, I'm not really going to comment on the 4 nations. I had to put up with the 4 nations. I'm going to be tired in the morning because they had to tell me who the 4 nations rosters are. Yeah. Who do I think is going to win? I think USA's got the best team. It's not even close. They got goaltending. They got defense. They got forwards. And it looks like Canada overthought itself. It reminded me of the time where they was it Rob Zamner on the 1998 Olympic team? Like, they start thinking you need like 4th line forwards. Give me a effing break. You're playing 3 games. Like, I don't watch enough of the rest of the teams, unfortunately, to know. But I'm gonna guess that there's more highly skilled players than like Mark Stone. Like, what did Mark Stone do to become this amazing player? I'd love to know. I don't think he's a very good player. I watched him play in Ottawa. I watched him play against the Vegas. I don't think he's a very... Yes, the Canadians have McKinnon, Crosby, and McDavid. That should be pretty good on the forward line. They got Mitch Abatana. I get, like, maybe you put, like, one, maybe Sam Bennett on the team, but then they've got Brandon Hagel and Cirelli. Like, I know who your coach is, but give me a break. You're telling me Brandon Hagel should be on a Canadian Olympic team? Or not an Olympic team, a Canadian, like, our best players. Brandon Hagel's on the best player. Like, you're morons. Like, that's a silly pick. You're telling me Brandon Hagel can bring more to the game than maybe a skilled player like Bedard? You already have a Bennett. You don't need a Hagel. But anyways, I took a look at the other rosters. Finland, wow, they got no defense. Although Heskinen's good, but they got Hakanpää. Hakanpää can't even get out of the lineup to play with the Leafs. How the hell is Hakanpää going to be playing for Finland? Goaltending is obviously Canada's weakness. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, that's my thoughts. Hope you enjoyed. I'll be doing 2 games in a row, I guess, Friday and Saturday. Hopefully a little bit better in this game. Cheers.